Thanks for checking out Hook'em.com. Danny Davis, Brian Davis. Brian, we're here at a quiet Royal Memorial Stadium, but a couple hours ago, it was anything but that. Texas wrapped up its home schedule with a 24-10 win over Iowa State. Shockingly, they are kind of in control of their own destiny going ahead, which is not what they were at the beginning of today, but West Virginia loses to Oklahoma State. Texas takes care of business. What are kind of your overall reactions about this win over Iowa State?
Well, I would sing a little Journey right now, but I figured that everyone watching this would be, no, he says please don't. But, you know, this whole night was just incredible. Really, if you're a Texas fan and you've sat through a lot of bad football this decade, this program is finally fun again. And this was a night at Royal Memorial Stadium that they're going to talk about, I think, for probably a long time, just because it was senior night, what it meant to get back into the Big 12 title race, to see Oklahoma State win over West Virginia on the Godzillatron before the game started. That kind of lit a fire under everything. And I really thought, to me, Danny, the most impressive thing was early on, quite frankly, how the defense was flying around all over the place. And they went after Brock Purdy, got after him early, and that led to a lot of easy offensive things. Sam Ehlinger had it going, but I want to stress again, just the way the defense was flying around after a few weeks of struggling. Yeah, it was huge.
You saw some of those seniors step up. Gary Johnson led the team in tackles today. Devontae Davis, Chris Boyd both had some nice pass breakups. PJ Locke did too. Chris Brown came in. Brandon Jones wasn't able to play. He was in uniform but didn't play. Chris Brown came in and had a nice interception. Right. So, you know, they've got contributions from all over the place, and especially the seniors. I know Chris Brown's a sophomore, but the seniors really stepped up there. But, you know, kind of the story on offense, aside from Little Jordan having another Little Jordan game, was Shane Buechele. Sam Ehlinger on the end of the second quarter as Texas is driving to get a field goal, gets injured on a scramble, injures his shoulder again. Shane comes in after halftime. Has a pretty efficient day. Nothing spectacular, but efficient. What do you think of Shane and the way he came in and played?
I thought 10 for 10, you know, for a little under 100 yards, but the fact he was efficient. And the thing is, Danny, you and I have talked about this before on these postgame videos. He doesn't have to be Vince Young, okay? Just get the ball to Little Jordan. Get the ball to Colin Johnson. Get it to Keontae Ingram. Get it to your playmakers. And Shane does a very good job of that. And again tonight, another phenomenal play out of number 84. We say this every week, but you know, he did it again tonight.
It's kind of like a broken record here. But before we wrap this up, let's talk about going forward. Next week is Kansas. Normally that seemed like an easy win, but that did not happen last time in Lawrence. What's at stake for the Longhorns as they head to Lawrence?
Well, bottom line is Texas needs to win, and they're in. If they beat Kansas in Lawrence, Texas will be in the Big 12 championship game, no matter what else happens anywhere else. And let's just say that they do that. Kansas has only 3 wins this year. They haven't been very good. They've already made a coaching change. So let's just say that Texas does beat Kansas. Then it comes down to the Oklahoma-West Virginia winner. That winner of that game would then play Texas in the Big 12 title game. But Danny, you and I talked about this on the podcast, and you hit the nail on the head. Beggars can't be choosers. I don't think the Horns should worry about who the opponent might be. Just get to Arlington first.
Just worry about the Jayhawks next week.
Right.
All right, and that's it from us. It was a fun night here at DKR. Texas fans did a really great job with their home schedule. Shout out to Chris Del Conte making this a pretty fun place to be. This is not the case in some previous seasons, but it was definitely this year. And we'll see you all next week in Lawrence.